We are live. This is the market update. I am your host, Bill Noble. So, do you think people are starting to get it? XRP at $3. Could this be a huge move? Could this be the equivalent of a 2021 up move compressed into 2 months? Say January late to end of March. Just 2 months of whoosh. It's already started. So it begins with inflation. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell you all about the numbers that were, of course, not necessarily true, but that's how the market traded it. XRP is breaking out because anything made in America is breaking out, and it's so corny. I can't stop saying it because I do corny personally, right? It's so corny. I can't stop saying it, and it's working. So, I mean, it's just like, it's unbelievable, especially after listening to all these bearish dimwits over the last week. Unbelievable. As one guy on Twitter said, generational low is in full throttle. We'll go over the charts. We'll go over the macro you're supposed to be looking at, which is that we need a different currency, and the market is ahead of the game. Not to mention, Gary Gensler is going to carry a box out of the SEC in shame, and the Orange Man is going to throw a giant crypto party for the presidential inauguration. And everybody has been like, well, you know, that's sell the fact. And I'm like, well, you know, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's buy the fact. It was buy the fact if the market was up. It's double buy the fact if they had to wash everyone out first. I mean, it's just, it's buy the fact, buy the fact, buy the fact. And then when everyone thinks it's going up forever in April, that's when you exit. But this is like, this is when you enter, like with both hands. So I will definitely go over all of this. You will be completely crystal clear by the time I'm done. Trust me. And the regulars on the stream, they know. Colby, yes, we can look at Moonwell. Don't let me forget. Welcome on the stream. Thomas, Banks 911, XRP. Oh my God. Been bull posting it since before the election. XRP Army in the house. Right? Cryptonautics, Yav, Miklo, Sam, Dara, Shelly. What's up? Kirkville, Dominic, Warmon. Hello. Tyson, Damian, Miguel. Holy schmoly. What's going on? Has it started yet? Oh, yeah. Josh, my life in a nutshell. Manu, Daniel, Huber's Ranch. What's up? Old Smoky. You have waited for this day. People, you're going to wake up one day and it's going to be up. Everything's going to be up 20% and no one's going to want to buy it. And then you're going to wake up the next day and it's going to be up 30%. And that's how we're going to do it. Javier, what's up? Marcos. Let's go. Oh my God. Somebody stop me. Just stop me. Oh my God, did we lose the stream? Let me see. Are we on? We're on, right? All right, I'm still going. My bad. Okay, let's go. Average American hourly pay is up $5.76 under the prior administration, but actually down 44 cents after adjusting for inflation. That difference of negative $6.20 is essentially your hourly inflation tax. Somebody has finally brought up the fact that we need a different currency. Panda Express is hiring people with H-1B visas because, after all, we use that to bring in top talent. You know, because Americans aren't smart enough, according to some people. Now, in reality, this isn't going anywhere. This puts deflationary pressure on the labor market along with inflation. I'm sorry, along with AI. There are deflationary forces operating in the labor market. Commodities are hot, but if wages can't chase prices, this inflation bond market panic is bunk. Food prices are continuing their rapid ascent. So this is what I was telling you, that food was more expensive over Christmas. Okay, beef and eggs are out of control. And this is the legacy of the prior administration. And actually, to be honest with you, this feels like it was done somehow on purpose. And as soon as there's a different regime, this will also change. Amazing how it didn't show up in the inflation numbers, or so that's not what was traded. Notice how they went out on a good inflation note. Here's the strong economy being handed to the orange man. Inflation adjusted pay. Oh, goodness. Look at this. New Bitcoin searches hit a high. Volume skyrockets. Wait a minute. You mean people who know that the equity market is BS are reallocating to crypto? People who are sick and tired of what's going on with the currency? Or maybe somebody heard that the orange man is wearing a orange tie to the inauguration ball. Or maybe we can get Melania with an orange shoes or matching purse accessory. Maybe. Okay. Retail is coming in mass. They're over it. Their equity portfolios are not performing. They're going to rotate to the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and they're going to buy the XRP ETF when XRP is at $5, and they're going to think it's cheap. And that is the market update. This is going to happen. It's happening right now. Just in, XRP smashes through $180 billion. You know what? This is an interesting headline if you flip the 8 and the 1. XRP surpasses $810 billion market cap. Recompute the whole market and then call me back. Okay? $810 billion for XRP. How are we going to get there? Here we go. Trump's new leadership poised to kickstart crypto. So, to review, they've been suing crypto, trying to destroy it because banks engage in what's called regulatory capture. That means the SEC, which is supposed to regulate banks and broker-dealers, actually has been doing the will of the banks and the broker-dealers for the last 6 to 10 years. That's now over. And the orange man is on the phone with them saying, I don't know what you have to do, but I need 5,000 more crypto companies. I need Web3. I need XRP to be Ripple to become Goldman Sachs. Make it happen. By the way, let's buy Bitcoin and let's have every state buy Bitcoin. It's happening. Ripple's chief legal officer says SEC lawsuit likely to be abandoned, of course, because Oklahoma introduces the strategic Bitcoin reserve and 8 states are going to do it, soon to be 50 states or 51 states if you include our friends in Canada. Okay. I don't know if Canada should be the 51st state, but if they don't have any gold on their balance sheet, which they don't, they should consider buying Bitcoin as well, because God knows their citizens are getting destroyed by inflation. Also, keep in mind, part of getting a different currency is putting something in the hands of little people that acts as a wealth effect, right? You can't get in the S&P. You can't go in a time machine back 10 years to buy NVIDIA. And even if you did, it's not quick enough. Wages have collapsed, right? Wages have collapsed, right? What are people supposed to do now? We don't have 10 years to wait for the next NVIDIA, which is why Bitcoin is at 100K, right? Now, in the unlikely event you think that these people are not going to do exactly what they said they were going to do, here's my guy, RFKJ. And wouldn't you know that the Food and Drug Administration just decided right before they leave office that Red dye number 3 is not good for you. Gee, you mean putting paint thinner in your Cheerios is bad for you? Yeah. Okay. Well, this guy is going to clean out these people. This guy had his uncle and his father passed away publicly. Okay. And then he spent 14 years, feeling really bad about it. Let's put it that way. And this guy fought his whole life to get to this point. The orange man, Elon, who I don't really like, but Elon wants to go to Mars. And the only way he's going to get to Mars is if he cuts government spending. And there seems to be this thing going around where people don't believe what's going to happen here because hedge funds know better, right? Oh, it's going to blow up. Oh, the orange man can't possibly be what all the little people say it's going to be. Oh, it can't possibly be crypto. It has to be blah, 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 blah. Not doing it. Just not doing it. Abstract ecosystem. Mainnet is coming. Are you ready? Probably not. I mean, not giving you a hard time, but I'm saying no one's ready. This is so big. No one's ready. Justin Sun announces Tron 2.0. Again, a big investor in World Liberty Financial. This could be like the dark horse out there. Like who's saying like XRP could be the next Ethereum and Tron could be the next Solana? Nobody's saying that. Nobody. AI tokens could hit $60 billion. People, there's only going to be one kind of token. There's AI in DeFi, just all over that. All over it, right? These AI agent meme coins, it's a question of time before the market, before somebody guesses right, what the next big AI agent is. We can't do TikTok as of, I don't know, whenever. And, I'm already on the next Chinese app. I guess we can't do TikTok, so we'll do the official Chinese Communist Party app. I don't know. But it's a question of time before you have AI influencers on that thing. It's a natural progression, right? All the humans get kicked off TikTok and AI agents replace everything on whatever the new hot app is. UAE, is that 6 billion? Yeah, that's 6 billion. $6 billion desert battery complex. People, this AI thing is so big. Like for a drone to fly around these facilities, it takes like a half hour. You can't even take pictures of the facilities that they use to generate this stuff. It's like inconceivable to anyone who's not in computer science. Okay, ISO 20022 compliant coins. Okay. In other words, cryptocurrencies that can act as money and do things. Let's put it that way. XRP, Cardano, QNT, Algorand, Stellar, Hedera Hashgraph, XDC, and IOTA. In other words, the Made in America cryptos, right? The Made in America cryptos. God. Nothing's going to stop these things. Nothing is going to stop these things. These currencies mooned on BitBoy and his audience and him arguing that these coins were the future. He was right. Here we are. It's the future. It's bigger and brighter than ever. And everyone wants to get off the train and take profits. And I just want to buy more. Right? XRP, $3. I'm proud to put in my market order. Make sure it's above 3 when it prints so I can say I bought the breakout above 3. That's basically how I feel about it. Come get me. There's like thousands of people watching everything I do and say it's a shame about TikTok. I mean, that's just been crazy. Say XRP on TikTok, 80,000 views. Bonkers. Right? And when those people go looking for content, and XRP is in an ETF and the orange man is buying it for World Liberty Financial, people don't understand what's happening here. But BlackRock does. So BlackRock was selling and all the dimwits had decided to get off the train. That's nice. Now Everybody who can buy the Bitcoin ETF is doing so. MicroStrategy bought everything that moved when everybody was negative. I'll take it at 100, 102, 98, 95, 89, 90. Then going back the other way, I'll take some at 94. We'll do 96. I'll pay 100 again. I don't really care. I don't care. The guy doesn't care. He thinks it's going to $13 million. And here we are going, well, you know, if I'm 5X levered short, I could probably buy it Wednesday afternoon on my lunch break and cover the short and reverse. People, we got to get involved, right? That's it. That's it. Michael Saylor mentality. Everybody is just, it's like, it's the same message and he's dry, right? And it doesn't matter who it is. I mean, it could be Michael Saylor saying, I have a lot of money and an orange tie, or it could be some guy in a funny print shirt shouting into a microphone that amplifies his voice anyway. So there's no need for shouting, but that doesn't matter, right? In other words, one day it'll click in your head. And that's going to be the day when it goes, right? I want you clicked. Largest Italian bank bought Bitcoin. Yeah, because they're talking about nullifying the German election. How are things going with the euro, by the way? What to know about Red Note? I don't know. I managed to get on it. Somehow I managed to get WeChat when I traveled to China when I worked for Goldman 10 years ago, and it logged me in. So I'm officially on Red Note as crypto_noble. 55 years old, trying to figure out how to get on an app that's all in Chinese. The comedy is endless. Van Eck wants on-chain. These guys are not playing around. They're just going to market buy all this stuff, and they don't care. They're going to say, okay, well, Bitcoin is worth over $1 trillion, and another little currency that has a business development group is trading at 180 billion. Wow, that looks like mid-cap, maybe small cap. Why don't we get after that? That's what they're going to say. Crypto heads have got some sort of elaborate story in their head about all this. Okay, Italy's largest bank in. When Bitcoin costs $315,000, you won't care if you paid 89.5, 91.4, or 98.9. Just make sure you get at least one Bitcoin. Actually, I'll give you a more hopeful number. I actually think some guy said, and I think he's right, it's about $10,000. And that could be a lot of money for some people. I get it. $10,000. Get $10,000 worth of Bitcoin and you'll survive Skynet. South Korea plans on drafting new crypto laws. Yeah, I mean, when they're done doing whatever they're doing over there, you know, we need our friends in Asia, right? Especially in countries that have robust capital markets to get with the program. And I can't wait until the Japanese get involved. We got walking, talking robot girlfriends for $175,000. And one Bitcoin was trading below 100K. I need robot prototype 1 for $175,000. But at Bitcoin at 90, I have to sell. I have to stop out. I have to get out. I'm selling. I hate crypto. I'm out. But, you know, the robot that'll be obsolete in 3 days is much more attractive at $175,000. Okay, stonks, which are wildly overvalued, are doing their blow off top. So, you know, all the dimwits will buy Web 2 instead of Web 3, and they can bid Web 2 up to wherever they need to bid it up to, right? Because we need Web 3, right? And I'm talking the whole thing. I'm talking like social media, metaverse. I mean, God, I got to get on a decentralized Twitter, TikTok app that, you know, is not in Chinese. I mean, I jumped on it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we need Web 3. We need the metaverse. We need somewhere to go, right? It's like, you know, 4 or 5 guys with a lot of money, you know, can capture a lot of attention, the presidency, a lot of value, right? I mean, you know, these guys can go on Joe Rogan and tell you what they want you to think, and you'll think it. It doesn't matter who they are. I was thinking Elon. It's like, wow, you know, Elon is, you know, he did a lot of good. But then, you know, you kind of look at them sideways and go, you know what? I think we need an alternative to you. Just an alternative. Choice is good, right? You walk down the ice cream aisle. What, you know, do you want just vanilla? No, of course not. You need choice, right? So whatever's going on here, boys, I hope it goes to the moon. Jam it as high as you want. We'll see where we are at the finish line. Okay, so TikTok has got their problems, and you probably shouldn't use it after Monday. Okay, let's see what we got going on the charts. To be completely honest, this is self-explanatory. So the one chart market update is XRP versus Bitcoin. XRP BTC. So XRP comes out in 2018. XRP goes up a lot. Bitcoin bottoms in 2018, goes from 3,000 to 100,000, while XRP does nothing. So XRP versus Bitcoin just goes down, 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 dies, and then is resurrected by the orange man. So this has been going on now. This is the third month. There's a saying in technical analysis, the bigger the base, meaning the longer something sits still after crashing, the higher into space, meaning the longer it sits, the more volcanic it is when it goes. And I would submit to you that XRP can outperform Bitcoin for an extended period of time, like 6 months. Bitcoin goes to 120. Bitcoin goes to 140. XRP is at $5. Period. End of story. Talk to me about XRP when it's at 500 million market cap. That's it. That's it. Like, this is the chart. Like, I published this last week and everyone's like, okay, yeah, Bill, that's nice. You know, this is like, 6 more months of this, of up only, not just up only, but versus Bitcoin. Like, XRP has underperformed for a very long time. XRP is fast. It has a layer 1 built on it. They have stable coins. They have a company behind it. I mean, Bitcoin is great, right? We need a new form of money, but holy cow. It's like you can start saying that XRP is like Ethereum with its act together. I don't know what Ethereum's market cap is, but XRP is probably going to flip Ethereum by the time it's over, if Vitalik doesn't have a better idea. So how do you like them apples? XRP versus Bitcoin on a tactical chart. So, you have a 9 top, which means XRP could pause for a day or two before it resumes, or it's time for a catch-up rally in Bitcoin, which is why you wake up and Bitcoin's at 110K because it's just gone, right? There's no supply, and, every short and every hedge and everybody who's got to buy is going to do so before the orange man shows up with an orange tie to the inauguration. This is going to happen. So if it's not XRP, it's going to be Bitcoin, or they're just going to take turns. I don't care. It's all the same to me. Right? Like, I literally grabbed this microphone and was like, you know what? I got to keep the language kind of clean, but I'm kind of feeling like not being so clean with the language. Okay, Bitcoin on a daily chart. So this was nice, huh? How about that? How's that for BlackRock washing everybody out? Crooks. Okay, so this is an organic dip point. So, you got 1 day to get your act together. Write out your trading plan, write yourself some notes, do 20% of it before you go to bed, wake up tomorrow and figure it out. Because all the orange man has to do is say Bitcoin or XRP, or take a picture with Garlinghouse, or some Web2 executive has to announce that he's buying massive amounts of Bitcoin, or Michael Saylor shows up at one of these parties. Forget about it. Forget about it. The exchanges are going to break. You're not going to be able to buy it. I'm telling you that, right? It breaks when it goes down. Like, everyone's like, oh, I can't log in. Oh, I can't sell. What is going to happen when all these people searching for Bitcoin start market buying whatever they can, right? They just listed Toshi on Base. They're going to probably list a new coin on Base on a regular basis. Okay. Arrow. What has happened in Arrow lately? Kind of nothing. Right? I mean, it went from $0 to $2.50, back down to 40 cents, back to $2.50, and now it's at $1. We're just hanging out. This is like the trading mechanism for Base. Huge moves possible here. Huge. Don't understand why it's not happening like now, but it's gonna. Okay, so Ave, right? This 4 means you could have a new high. So Ave is currently at $315, and I submit to you a simple question. What does the market look like with Ave at 500? Remember, the Orange Man's DeFi protocol, I think, runs somehow on Ave or is connected to Ave in either a technical or a marketing sense. Solana. What has Solana done since the election? Nothing. Matter of fact, what has Solana done since April? Nothing. We're like under some kind of impression that this is dead and is not going to do anything ever. The phone's coming out in March. Interesting, don't you think? Like, where are these AI agents going to issue all these coins? You're going to have an ICO. You could have an ICO boom on either Solana or Base. Like Arrow and Solana are not priced for that at all. Hashkey Group predicts 50% chance that Bitcoin will hit 300K and Ethereum will reach 8K in 2025. Now, whether that, I am actually okay with those numbers. I am. I'm okay with those numbers. The investment banks all think 200, so they're obviously all wrong because they all travel together. So it either doesn't get to 200, it goes to 140, or you get some kind of wild blow off top to 320 in potentially a very confined space. Because if somebody actually reads the economics textbook about the necessity of a currency adjustment for a debt problem, that's how you get these numbers. And XRP could be the thing that pushes both of them, which is not in the report, apparently. So don't ignore this market. Do not ignore this market. Okay. Let's go to Trading View, see where we are. Okay, so MicroStrategy, this is about to be quite the pickle. You had a buy signal in this before the correction, and it's holding. And I suspect you have massive numbers of people short this stock. Like, remember this whole hedge fund, smart aleck, oh, it's the bond market, and countries are going to go broke, and all this. These crusty old men, forget about it. Act like you're 18. People are short this, and they're going to GameStop. They could GameStop this stock. They could. They absolutely could. And this Bitcoin ETF, okay. So what did everybody draw in the Bitcoin ETF? They drew a head and shoulders top, right? And you saw it, and I saw it, and they drew it all over Twitter and all over Cointelegraph. And I never liked it to begin with. And I'm like, all right, now we have to take it seriously, right up until the point where they take it down. They break the neckline, right? It looks terrible. It looks like it's just going to absolutely go and crack. We're going to buy it at 75K. And then all of a sudden they invalidate the bearish formation and it's gap and go. There is nothing more bullish than a failed bearish pattern. I saw this. I lived on the wrong end of this. When they started to do QE, they would wait for the charts to break. The Fed would print, the hedge funds would buy, and that's how the Magnificent Seven was born. They bought broken, bearish patterns. This is not in the chart book, but this is what it is, right? Everybody gets one way. Everybody gets negative in the middle of a market where they know they should be long. They convince themselves otherwise. They read too much Twitter, and then boom. Now you got to figure out whether or not you're going to pay 100. And you know what? I don't have a problem with paying 100. It's not investment advice. I just don't have a problem with it. Right? In other words, you're getting a dip now, and everyone's like, okay, well, that was the rally. We'll get a dip. Okay. Yeah, you get red ink, you best get busy. You best get busy. Okay, let's look at Cardano, because I think the point has been made about XRP. And when it comes to Cardano, I'm looking for my Lux Algo equilibrium zones, which temporary went away. I'm going to get them back, shut themselves off. The bottom line is Cardano has a long way to go, right? If you look at the weekly chart of Cardano, even without the fancy chart stuff, you had a big Lux Algo bottom down here at the election, right? The bigger the base, the higher into space. And look at them giving up on Cardano, going all the way back to FTX. Give up, get out, get out, get out, get out. No one's even gotten back in yet. It hasn't even started. It's like opening day. It's like they're warming up. They're warming up the bands in Washington. Avalanche for laughs. Weekly chart. Hasn't really done anything lately. The headquarters is in Brooklyn. They can do security tokens. I don't understand why Web3 infrastructure is not interested to anybody. And I doubly don't understand why they sold virtuals. I mean, this is like where, this is where I got to like pound the table. It's like, how did not buying the dip in this work out? Right? I mean, this was up what, 30% today? I don't know. There's some kind of crazy wick on this chart. It's unbelievable how this thing hit the 62% retracement, went straight up, and the whole market looks like this. This is not the only coin. And this is still way off its high. Way off. This stuff's all going to take out the March high. It's going to take out the election high. This is like, oh, when do I buy it? Oh, I don't know, bro. On any red day going forward. Limited dip, straight to 100 and something. Straight back to the high in Bitcoin. Like XRP told you after the election, and XRP told you today. Period. End of story. That's it. Literally, that is it. Right? Can't wait to get the Solana phone. Why such a discrepancy in price between XRP and ETH? Has to do with the token supply. Okay, so you want to focus on market cap. XRP is money. It's fast. Banks can use it as a payment platform, and it's made in America. It's made in America, fast money. I'll never forget when I understood XRP long time ago, with a guy who was trading on some faraway exchange used to say that when Bitcoin would go crazy and the exchanges in the Bitcoin blockchain back in 2018 would slow down, he would just convert everything into XRP and move XRP over to Coinbase. Because it was like lightning. It was like the Solana of the day. XRP is like corporate Solana with banking relationships and without pump.fun. Right? It's unbelievable. Moonwell. Oh my God. Look at this. I mean, they're kidding, right? They're not doing it. They're just kidding, right? Right? It's like everybody's going to bring their portfolio. Everyone's going to have it on their phone at the inauguration. It's like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, you want to buy some right now? Hey, let's send out a tweet. It's going to happen. It's absolutely going to happen. Oh my God, look at this. XRP flips Bitcoin on Google Trends. Oh. Stay up all night and make XRP videos. Okay, Moonwell. Dude, DeFi. People aren't taking this DeFi thing seriously enough. They laughed at me. They laughed at me before the election. I mean, it looks like they just literally washed out the entire trade. Whatever was happening here, they washed it all out. Look at this. Total give up on the daily chart. I don't know, man. It in some ways, it doesn't get any better than this. Look at this on the 4-hour chart. Wow. Wow, gentlemen, very nice. We all leaving? We're all done? We're quitting crypto? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know, a girl who looks like Marilyn Monroe, you know, jumps out of an orange cake. Yeah, I know. That's not entirely politically correct. But all we need is just, I don't know, we need something. We need something that drives the point home. Like the ugly Christmas sweaters drove the top home in 2017. 2017, the New York Times headline said, everyone's getting ridiculously rich and you're not, with two guys wearing ugly crypto Christmas sweaters. Now, take that image and that cringe and just flip it. Give me a bullish symbol on the front page of the New York Times. Give it to me, right? Because this market will go absolutely bananas because the market is in a state of denial thanks to artificial price suppression, which they're not going to be able to get away with for much longer because the orange man is like, we're coming, right? They exiled Vivek today. They said, yeah, go run for Senate in Ohio. Good luck. You're off the team. Right? Because of what these guys said about the visas, they got to completely change the subject. And they're already doing it. So you get red, you got to go. Because Moonwell, virtuals, base coins, pick one. You know what I'm saying? Let's finish off with ski. Because I know people are probably getting depressed in ski. You know, like they actually, you know, after what I saw in the large cap memes, this pricing action is really not that bad. It's not that bad. Like some of these like $1 billion memes that got listed on centralized exchanges, they got wiped out. So if this thing can actually get back inside the box, it's not that bad. It could actually be good. But, you know, we're all conditioned to think it's not good because it hasn't been up only so far, which is a very ironic mentality because it literally could go up only. Right? And the longer they take to figure that out, oh, so much the better, right? Because institutions think XRP is a joke. Institutions think retail is a joke, and retail has beat them all to the punch. Dalio and all these bearish bond market characters will all buy the top. They're the ones that are going to buy your bags at 200K. How do you like them apples? That's it for the market update tonight. We will see you tomorrow.